Elliot and Janine King's pride in their 308-hectare family property on the northern slopes of the Hokonui Hills rests quietly, but it is thoroughly justified according to the award judges. Elliot and Janine run a 300-hectare effective sheep, beef and deer property on the north-facing lower flanks of the Hokonui Hills near Balfour. Elliot represents the fourth generation to farm this property. The judges praised the couple's operation of their Balfour property, describing it as magnificently presented with outstanding production and startling pasture quality, despite the stocking rate being exceptional for that area. Lamb's averages last year were 18.7 kgs. A very well-managed farming operation by a family with good community spirit. Stock production is outstanding. Animal welfare issues are well catered for by way of excellent farm shelter, water supplies and stock handling facilities. Pahiwiu's flat to moderately rolling country, stopping just below the Hokonui tussock line. Elliot's parents bought the property from his maternal grandparents the year he was born, 1971. In most aspects, I'm just continuing on from my father, he says. I know my father had brilliant production. We have probably just souped it up a bit. Better grasses and improved genetics have allowed us to do that, he says. Elliot recalls the time after his father died as being difficult. Even though I'd lived there all my life, running the place was still a steep learning curve for me, he says. Last year they wintered 2,650 ewes, 1,200 hoggets, 30 Murray Grey cows, 10 heifers, 15 R2 Murray Grey bulls and 200 weaner deer. This winter they will be lambing 3,200 ewes and there will be 50 breeding cows. The Kings have had a wintering pad built, upon which the cows can self-feed silage. The pad was intentionally placed on rotten rock. It's covered with wood chips, generated as part of their ongoing plan for shelter belt maintenance. Elliot says their wintering pad is brilliant, dry and hard. The rock beneath the cow pad is the same as that which is quarried from the farm to cover new laneways. The Kings are working on a 10-year plan to ensure everything on the farm is done and dusted, allowing them to enjoy their children's growing years. Building a house and revamping the woolshed in the past 4 years were also part of the plan. Both the house and woolshed were around 100 years old. We thought we'd get on and do those kind of things so we can all have the best years of them, says Elliot. Pahiwi is a magnificently presented farm with park-like shelter and habitat, and the Kings have enormous pride in the buildings and amenities. Elliot and Janine make very good community contributions and have an excellent relationship with their employee and neighbours.